Wow, this was such a stunning film. The colors, the reds, the yellows, the greens, I absolutely loved the use of those colors and how they were like when it was red, it was all red, yellow, all the yellow elements in this world. This world was just really neat. I loved the birds, the yellow birds. Visually very appealing to the eye, I have to say. It had sort of a documentary feel at one point. Just a very cool planet world that you guys developed. Now, as far as the I liked the use of AI in this because it was more about these robots, these beings that weren't human. It would have been really cool to see some real live action humans to kind of for the juxtaposition. I can never say that word for juxtaposing or, having that like contrasting element there between the real humans and the robots. But I don't know how hard that it is to do with AI anyway, but I think that would have been really neat. But I overall really liked this. I love the effect in the opening, just with the reds and the opening just drew me in right away. And the sounds as well were great. So the sound design was there. And I like how they said that eventually this food or whatever it was that was keeping the humans alive, I think they had one last thing they could live on, was suppressing their emotions and making them infertile, which would eventually do away with the whole human race. So I really like the take on this and how things are kind of taking over as humans. I mean, there's so much less interaction between humans now as opposed to before cell phones, before computers, and now we're creating things to kind of do away with us. So I just love the take on this. I love the colors.
This film has some amazing graphics and such strong themes. It really gives this idea that humans are just evil at their core, which goes to a lot of mythological ideologies and a lot of philosophy involved with it. But what really makes it stand out is the animation, the high quality animation, the graphics involved, the contrast within the colors with the bright red and then the drab within humanity, except for the bright green bots, in contrast with the red of the transformation. And then as red being showing the humans as we evolve and we're starting to get wicked as we go on, going from white to red as we go, and it shows kind of that we're just that way at our core is we kind of can't help even as there's a rebirth over and over again. It kind of goes to the idea that maybe it's just human nature. That's how we are, and that it's going to continue like it's an endless loop. It really does go to a deep theme. It's really an amazing film. The animation style, the storytelling, just the narration, it all really works really well together. It's such an eye capturing film where if you blink, you might just miss something. It was really a fantastic film.
Their concept of a food chain doesn't necessarily exist anymore. All of life has been wiped out, and they are forced to honestly advance technologies in order for humans to even survive. Survive very much so that they've become infertile and things of this nature. And a species that is far more intelligent pretty much comes in and transforms Earth as we know it, and essentially has this red pool of existence taking over. And it's not only having this, beautiful red imagery and new life that comes to surface, but it makes a point to have this commentary of how this has pretty much taken a strip out of humanity and what humanity stands for. Goodness has faded, evil has taken over within this adaptation, this growth, this triumph. So, making points that with as technology advances, it is killing nature as we know it, and therefore showing sides of humanity that aren't necessarily good notions.